Welcome back, everyone. I have spent some time mining, processing ores, and adding on to my house. This room is entirely new, and I'm going to use it for storage. However, there is a type of storage that I want for certain resources that I figured I should show how to craft on camera. Let me quick draw paper. That'll work. Some more plans. Yeah, give me that last one. Okay. Nope, it's not a plan for that. It is a plan for slabs. Let's give me 12 of those. And next up is what I actually want. This is a thing that I thought I had right. Ah, okay. This is a item from factorization called the barrel. Barrel is pretty useful. Okay, 10 of them will work. And I'll set them up along this wall right here. A basic unmodified barrel can hold 64 stacks of one type of item. They're useful for holding stuff that you're going to have a lot of, like cobblestone, saplings, any sort of thing that you're going to get lots of while you're just playing or generating resources. So let's set up the first one for cobblestone. If you hold right-click, after you right-click the barrel, it will attempt to put all of that item into that inventory. It can only hold one, so I'm going to use them pretty sparingly for now, until I've got some pretty good sets of resources going, and I'm going to get everything transferred over before I move on to my next project, so I'll be back then. Okay, this is much better. Got everything situated over here, added a few more barrels, basic chests, and I've got everything ready. Oh, it's not nighttime yet. So let me wait until it is nighttime so I can... Oh, no, it is close to nighttime. So while I'm out here quick, let's harvest up this. And let me actually show you guys one of the other things I did while I was farming resources between episodes. I installed a roof. Nothing much, just a regular old roof. Did I have something in the macerator? No. But I did have rubber extracting. Okay. So, I'll be back when I'm ready to put together my next machine. Okay. So, if you left-click on the barrel, you will get one out, which is a useful feature instead of having to... no. It's shift left-click. If you left-click regularly, you'll get an entire stack. Sometimes you don't need that much, so it's a useful feature. Oop, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Okay. Next up, battery. I am making the mining drill, and I will be upgrading it in a second once I have some other stuff. Need some more copper. And I need some more rubber. Yeah, 7 works. Give me those. Okay. Okay, I've got everything I need. And I will make this a plan just in case I have to make more. Basic mining drill. Now, as you can see, the mining drill stores 10,000 EU. That means it's a powered tool, and it means it will not break when it runs out of power. However, you'll see reduced power from it. Now, I am actually going to upgrade it to the diamond drill, which is a much better version, has a bigger storage capacity, and really one of the best investments you can make this early in the game. Let's see. Plan. Mining drill. Mark. Mining drill. Now, if you were to have something, say, like a backpack which I'm going to go make now. You can get more uses out of it. Each use requires a certain amount of EU, and when you've run out of EU, like I've said before, it will run down to a less powerful, less useful version. I know I've scrolled over it probably 5 times now, but I cannot find the battery plan. There we go. Backpack. So, backpack's pretty simple. 6 batteries, electronic circuit, and some tin. Now, let's go plop this in here. And we do not have enough tin, but I can get this started. That'll work. Okay, ran out of tin. That's fine. However, I'm also going to make electric furnace, which requires 1 iron furnace, an electronic circuit, and 2 redstone. Now let's see how you make the iron furnace. It's pretty simple. Do I have any iron just sitting around, or have I cooked it all up and need to go looking for more iron? I may have cooked it all up and need to go looking for some iron. However, in the interest of saving time, I will show off a nifty trick. You can convert 1 diamond into 4 gold, and 4 gold into 8 iron ingots a piece. So 32 out of that 1 diamond. However, this works in reverse, where I can convert 8 iron ingots up to 1 gold, and 4 gold up to 1 diamond. And there's a few other tricks you can do, like you can turn wood planks into diamond, but that takes a lot of wood, and it's not really worth it. But electric or iron furnace, okay. I need more copper. So, industrial craft is pretty copper intensive. But you get some pretty nice stuff out of doing it, so can't complain. Should know where this is by now. There we go. There we go. 1 circuit. Iron furnace. Plop you in there. And write the electric furnace plan. Now, the electric furnace is pretty nifty. What it allows you to do is hook it up to an electrical line, an EU line, and use that EU to do smelting. Pretty useful. Let's see, do I have anything? Nope. I'm going to go macerate up some copper, and I'll be back just to demonstrate it. While I wait for that to macerate, I actually have plans for something else. And let's just grab a stack of you, stack of you, and that should be it. Okay. Pull these out of here, plop them in the chest. I could have probably put more coal in. I'm going to work on the novice armor from Ars Magica. So let me plop in one of these. Write it up. Rune Vestis. Or Vestis, rather. Rune Vestis. Fair number of those. Let's see. 4, 9, 13, 17. Okay. So I'm going to need some more string. Which is fine because I have flax. Okay. Now that I've got that out of the way, let's drop these off and make myself some of the Ars Magica armor. Oop, I have moved some stuff around, so I had that on me still. Nope. Need this back. Novice hood. Novice armor. Novice leggings. Oops, and novice boots coming up. So there are 4 tiers of this armor style. There is novice, journeyman. Oops. Journeyman requiring more products. Requires a definite color of wool, stuff like that. Journeyman Masters comes afterwards. Master Hood, Master Armor, Master Legging, Master Boots. And then there's the Archmage. And those require some pretty intense stuff that I'll be getting into much later. But for now, I've got some basic armor, and it's got some pretty nifty features, but I'll get into that when I start actually using them. Let me sleep through the night, and quick demonstrate the electric furnace. So, my macerator's done, and I'm almost out of power over here, which I will need to do something about right about now. But as that's cooking up, let me go grab some coal. That was me attempting to say charcoal and coal at the same time. So let's go. Dump you into that. Or rather, that. Yep, gets you coal. Alright, I've got 1 or 2 more things that I need to prepare for my next machine, and when I have them prepared, I'll be back. So I've got basically everything I need, so I'm going to pop over here, pull my dust out of this, pop in coal. Did you run out of power? Yes, you did. Pop in some coal, pop in the dust, grab that, head over back to my workshop quick, and by workshop I mean house, and get some stuff set up. Now, one of the things I'm going to need is my glass and my wrench. Let's see. There's my wrench. There's the glass I'll need. Let's pop you back in here. And pop you back in there. I'll need 6 of you. 12 of you. Copper cable plans, electric circuit plans, 2 more pieces of refined iron, and 2 more redstone. And for my door to not do that to me. Okay. Now, I'm working on getting myself a solar panel, which is basically free power generation as long as it's daytime, and for the most part it will be. Pop this up. Okay, good, I do have enough for that. And I'm going to need one other thing to go along with this, but let's first quick make this. I do apologize if anything gets a little bit framey. The Feed the Beast pack does this to me sometimes. So it's here, this here, this here. So this will produce a single solar panel. A single solar panel will produce 1 EU per tick. Now there are low voltage, medium voltage, and high voltage. Now what these are a combination of 8 of the previous tier, so low voltage requires 8, and a transformer, and these will produce 8 of the previous tier, or produce the equivalent of 8 of the previous tier, but only take up 1 block. So they're a massive space saver. Now, what else do I need? Well, I need some tin. And I need another piece of tin, so I'm going to go do this the quick and easy way by grabbing 2 of you, and I'm just going to process this in the slag furnace because I need to get this done pretty soon. And I'm going to go, after this is done, make myself a generator so I can have multiple sources. But what I want now is... Oop, I'm almost out of plans. Is a plan to do ultra-low current cable oil. Now, ultra-low current cable is something that's useful for only the basic tier of solar panels because it only accepts a single EU maximum packet. Or it might accept it to 8. I'm a little bit fuzzy on that one, however. When it comes to EU, it's strange because EU works slightly different than you might think. When you're dealing with EU, there's a maximum packet size, which means that it can only accept up to packets of that size. However, multiple packets, so multiple machines generating EU, do not add together. It is only a maximum per event, so this single one up here is only producing 1, and even if I have more on the line, they'll still only produce 1. But we've got the basics of my industrial craft done. There's a few other machines that I'll get to down the line, but they're not basic. So I'm going to call it here, and this has been the second part of the industrial craft power system.